Hey everyone! So, let's talk about a challenge that comes up all the time in high-volume billing, getting SAP's Convergent Charging and Convergent Invoicing systems to actually talk to each other. How does it work? Well, today we're going to break down the surprisingly simple and honestly kind of elegant solution that connects these two absolute powerhouses.
Okay, so here's the fundamental question, right? You've got one system, CC, that's calculating millions, maybe even billions of tiny little transactions. And then you've got another system, CI, that needs to grab all of those, bundle them up, and create one single, perfectly accurate invoice for the customer. So how do you bridge that gap without losing data or creating a total configuration nightmare?
So first, let's meet our two main players. On one side, we have SAP Convergent Charging. We'll just call it CC. Think of it as the calculator. Its whole job is to figure out the value of stuff, like data usage or phone calls, and it spits out something called charged items. Then, on the other side, you've got SAP Convergent Invoicing, or CI. This is the biller. It takes all those charges and turns them into the final invoice, but it works with something called billable items. See the problem? Two different systems, two different names, charged items and billable items, for what is basically the same piece of financial data. That's the challenge we need to solve.
Now, you'd think the whole process would start in Convergent Charging, right? I mean, that's where the data is being created. But here's the twist, and it's a little counterintuitive. It's actually the other way around. To get this connection right, we have to start at the end. We begin by defining what the destination system, what CI, is willing to accept.
And this is where something called the billable item class, or BIT class for short, comes into play. Seriously, just think of it as the official blueprint. Inside CI, you create this BIT class to define every single field and every data type that it needs to process a charge. It's kind of like giving the post office a super strict address format. If anything shows up that doesn't match that format perfectly, it's just going to get rejected.
And let me be really clear about this. This part is absolutely non-negotiable. The source material is very direct. The number one prerequisite is creating this billable item class in CI first. The destination system, the biller, gets to set all the rules before any data can even think about flowing its way.
Okay, so our blueprint is all set up and ready to go in CI. Now we can finally shift our focus over to Convergent Charging. It's time to actually build the bridge that's going to carry all that data from our calculator over to our biller.
So over on the CC side, we have its counterpart, the charged item class. This thing defines the data package, the exact format of the output that CC is going to create after it does all its calculations. And as you can probably guess, this package has to be a perfect one-to-one match for that CI blueprint we just made.
Which of course leads us to the million-dollar question. How on earth do we make sure these two things line up perfectly? I mean, do we have to manually build this charged item class in CC, meticulously copying every single field and just praying we don't make a single typo?
Well, thankfully, no. That would be an absolute nightmare, wouldn't it? This is where the design of the whole system is just really clever. The connection isn't manual at all. It's completely automatic.
The entire connection, the whole thing, hinges on this one super simple action inside the SAP CC Core tool. It's just a few clicks. As you can see, you just go to the menu, File, New, and then you select Billable Item Mapping. That's literally it.
And here is the magic moment, the aha. When you select Billable Item Mapping, CC actually reaches out across the network to the CI system. It reads that BIT class blueprint you defined earlier, and then instantly it auto-generates a perfectly matching charged item class right there in CC. There's no manual work, no risk of human error. The bridge is just built for you automatically.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The source material spells it out for us. It's not two separate steps you have to remember to do. Nope, it's one single action with an automatic, guaranteed result. And this ensures that what CC sends is exactly what CI expects to receive every single time.
So what's the big deal? Why does this one little automated mapping matter so much? Well, it's way more than just a neat technical shortcut. It's the foundation of a truly powerful and integrated system.
You see, this mapping delivers some huge business value. First, and most obviously, it guarantees perfect data integrity. But beyond that, it actually allows the charging system to send instructions to the billing system. For example, CC can pass a billable item type, a bit type, that tells CI, hey, treat this charge as recurring revenue, or maybe this one is just a one-time fee. Or it could send a subprocess code that directs that charge to a special invoicing run for, say, your VIP customers. This kind of automation makes configuration way simpler and creates a truly seamless process, all the way from a single event to a specific line item on that final customer bill.
And that's really what's so powerful here. Once you have this flawless, high-speed connection between your charging engine and your billing engine, the technical problem is solved. The question is no longer how you can bill for something, but what you can bill for. When you can rate and charge for pretty much anything in near real time, what new business models could you create? What new services could you offer? That's the real power this integration unlocks.